There is a second pump in your body, hidden in the calf, and most of the day you keep it switched off. When it runs, it lifts blood out of your legs and sends it back toward the heart. When it stops, the blood it should be moving simply sits in your veins, against gravity, going nowhere. That is the heaviness you feel in your legs by evening. That is the swelling at the ankle after a long flight. Not a sign of age. A pump left idle. The heart pushes blood down to your feet without much trouble. Gravity helps. The hard direction is the return trip, up the legs, against the pull of the planet, back to a heart that sits above. Your heart cannot do that climb alone. It was never built to. Remotion, call out. Text. Standing still, the calf pump returns most of the blood from your lower body. Each contraction drives a large share of it upward. Icon, info. The structure that does it is muscle. Stand quietly and that muscle is already carrying most of the load. Each squeeze pushes a large share of the blood in your leg upward, and it only works when the muscle moves. Hook to next block. So the next question is what exactly that muscle does to the blood. And the answer is mechanical, not chemical. Look at the deep veins of the calf. They run straight through the belly of the muscle. The gastrocnemius near the surface, the soleus underneath. When the muscle contracts, it does not just move your foot. It clamps down on those veins and squeezes them flat. The blood inside has only one way to go. Up, then comes the part that makes it a pump and not just a squeeze. The leg veins carry one-way valves, spaced like steps along a ladder. Each contraction pushes a column of blood past the next valve. When the muscle relaxes, gravity tries to pull that blood back down, and the valve closes behind it. The blood is held. The next contraction lifts it again, one rung higher. Remotion, call out. Text. Each calf contraction pushes blood up. The valve closes so gravity cannot pull it back. Icon, info. This is why the calf earned a second name in physiology, the peripheral heart. It is not a figure of speech. It is a second pump, and it does not run on heartbeat. It runs on contraction. Hook to next block, which leads to the uncomfortable part. The contraction is the thing modern days remove. Here is the trap. The pump does not switch off when you rest. It switches off when you hold still, and a chair holds you very still. Sit for an hour, and the calf barely fires. The veins fill. The valves are open, but nothing is driving the column upward, so blood pools in the lowest part of you. The same thing happens standing in a queue, motionless. Stillness is the off switch, not posture. Walking is the on switch. Every step is a contraction, squeeze, lift, valve, hold, repeated hundreds of times a minute of movement. Your ancestors did this without thinking, because the day demanded it. The modern day demands the opposite. It rewards you for not moving the one muscle that returns your blood. Remotion, bar chart, items, label, walking, value, 100, label, standing still, value, 30, label, sitting, value, 15, accent color, #E64A19. So the heaviness is not the chair pressing on you. The chair gives comfort. Movement gives circulation. Take the movement away and the second heart goes quiet. Hook to next block. And after 50, the system that holds the blood up has less margin to spare. After 50, the math turns against you on 3 fronts at once. First, the valves. They are thin flaps of tissue, and decades of pressure make some of them leak. A leaky valve lets a little blood slip back down with each relax. The pump still works, but it loses ground. Second, the vein walls. They lose elasticity and tone, so the veins widen. Wider veins hold more standing blood and clear it more slowly. Third, the day itself. Retirement, desk work, long evenings seated, the sedentary hours climb just as the pump weakens. The decline you feel is the gap between a weaker pump and a stiller life. Remotion, fact card. Fact: prolonged immobility, long flights, long sitting, is a known risk factor for venous clots, not a guarantee. Icon, worn. One honest note: long stretches of complete stillness, a transatlantic flight, an all-day desk, are a recognized risk factor for clots in the deep leg veins. A risk factor, not a verdict. The point is not fear. The point is that the pump answers to movement, and movement is something you control. Hook to next block, which means the fix costs nothing and takes about 5 minutes. The intervention is the calf raise, and it is almost embarrassingly simple. Stand tall, rise onto the balls of both feet until the heels lift fully. Hold for 1 second at the top, feeling the calf clench. Lower with control. That single rise is 1 full pump cycle. Squeeze, lift, valve, hold. Do 15 to 20 of them. That is 1 set, about 30 seconds. 3 short sets across the day is enough to keep the column moving. 1 mid-morning, 1 after lunch, 1 in the late afternoon. No shoes required, no equipment. Remotion counter. From 0 to 20. Label. Calf raises, kaku 1 set, about 30 seconds. Accent color. FFB 100. The other half is the rule for sitting. Break every stretch of stillness. Every half hour, stand and take 20 steps, or do 1 set of raises in place. Even that short burst is enough to switch the pump back on and clear the blood that has settled. A longer walk moves more, but the point is simply to keep it from sitting idle. The timeline is fast. Within minutes, the pooled blood clears and the legs feel lighter. Over weeks, the calf grows stronger and the pump runs with less effort. Hook to next block, and that points to something larger about how the body actually keeps itself running. Step back and the lesson is bigger than a calf. The heart is 1 pump in a system of many. Your legs hold a second one. Your breathing helps drive a third, drawing blood toward the chest with each inhale. The body did not centralize this work. It spread it out, and it tied each piece to motion, because for almost all of human history, motion was constant. Sitting is new. The body has no setting for a day spent still. It does not punish you for the chair. It simply stops doing the work the chair never asks it to do. The blood waits in your legs for a contraction that the modern day forgot to require. So the heaviness, the swelling, the tired evening legs, read them as a message, not a malfunction. The pump is intact. It is waiting for a signal. The body does not circulate blood on its own. It circulates blood in response to movement, and the calf is where you decide how much.